Let's see what is going on in the crew quarters. I have hit the record button again. This is take 2 of me starting this recording. The cats are now at my feet. The last time they knocked a microphone and the screen went spinning because of the mouse. Got my eyes on them. Right.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
So we have the WC to the right, Captain Daniel McLean to the left. We've got a note on the WC. That should not be there for health and safety reasons, I would assume. I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he here in the toilets? Yeah, that is kind of creepy. So this was Daniel McLean's, yeah? Don't touch, this is the 5th time. Apologies about that, I suddenly had to cough. Dr. Sarah Brooke, Chris McLean. Oh, so we can go in Sarah Brooks. Alright. We've got a book. Chapter 5, Cells. The Amazing World of Science, Biology, by Clark Bruce. So that's all about telomeres, I think that's said. I don't know biology. A rosary. Various speakers. Because we care. What's this? Comlock. Various pencils lined up in a row here. Picture of a dog! So cute! Apologies for the sudden edits that you're getting in this video where it goes quiet. I'm either coughing or sneezing. We have a certificate, International Space Agency, exobiologist, Sarah Brooke. We looked at the dog already, I don't know why I wanted to look at it again. Strange thermals on the west side of the crater. Dear Tom, knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind, I've decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson, a lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser known part of his life was his contributions to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interest lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work in computers. It can be generally formalised as a one-line equation. That equation right there. I am no mathematician, as you might be able to tell. However, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however, also react with each other during the process. I'm sure this sounds strange to you, or at the very least tangential to our lives here in Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction diffusion systems show how patterns are created, they show how the leopard got his spots and how the zebra got his stripes. But my real interest here is Turing's interest. I have a cat. That nature can be formalised, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created a test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove that the human mind is a machine. I'm not sure that this is Turing's opinion, however. Concerning consciousness, he states this. According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. If the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanisms of determinism, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think. Behaviourism. Maybe we are more similar than we think. Sarah. Huh. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Oh, we have more things here, actually. Usual dosage, 1 capsule per 12 hours orally. What is this? Riluzole? Yeah, Riluzole. Prescription only. People in the comment section, let me know what that is, because I might forget. Cookbook. I think it's saying cookbook, because like the texture quality is a little bit low. That it looks like an entirely different word to me. We couldn't get in there, could we? But we could peek in. Yeah, so he's got a certificate as well, but we can't really see anything else. Onwards, back to Chris McLean's room this time. I'm gonna assume no one is under there. A sports fan. Engineer, his certificate of service. I'm guessing that's him and his brother. Drilling reports. On the roll here, routine inspection. Audio log. See attachment for transport info. Long week. Forgot to take date. Jackpot, damage to external hull. On hold for inspection. Necessary repairs made. Drill malfunctions, expected delays. Drilling resumes. He's tore up this picture for some reason. Me and Dan, or someone has torn up this picture because he has kept both sides of it, so it must mean something to him. His little tablet is not switched on. Got a bat. Can't look at these on the floor. His pencils are all over the place. We've got a mug, laptop, Christopher McLean. We can turn on his computer. Wait. Oh yeah, because he was triplets, right? Or twins and a brother. Can't remember. But yeah, we can't do anything with his computer, so may as well turn it back off. Alright. Got Dr. Soichi Yui, Mikhail Tokarev. I apologise that I am butchering these names. So some more Riluzole, I'm going to say it as. Oh, we've got a violin. Notebook, picture frame of moon, Rubik's Cube. Oh, to Soichi Yui from Chris McLean, findings? So what is it you've found then, Soichi, Chris? To Chris, we found an extremophile, i.e. an organism that can live in extreme conditions that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. So what's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as senescence? So you found something that can make humans immortal. Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc., but it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases and massively increase life expectancy. None of these have dates on them. Picture. Exobiologist. This little plant. To Matthew. Hi Matthew. We've been studying... Oh yeah, I was like, is it internal? Yes, ISA internal. Organism 119. Hi Matthew, we've been studying Organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show pilus formation. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with Organism 119 and perform irradiation? Yeah, experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. Kind regards. You can vaguely see the image there. Looks like there's something missing. Or it's just transparent. Hey Sweetie, it was great to see this image. Wow, yet more complex life in Europa. I thought I was struggling with words before. Deinococcus radiodurans might be worth looking at as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, you should consider looking at Sulfolobus acidocaledrius. That thing produces Okay, why is this looking a little bit lower quality than usual? Is this my graphic settings? Because it should all be on high. I wonder if there may be an option in the settings to read the text separately. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism. Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As you well know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 SV per day, over 300,000 times the level of Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation between thermomacular is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Hi Matthew, we've attached an image confirming that organism 119 attaches to human cells. We will proceed with irradiation experiments on these cell lines. We propose naming it Europa radiophyllus. What do you think? Hi Matthew, we have now run the irradiation experiments and confirmed that Europa radiophyllus does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP, and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. Please see the attached GFP images. Something's amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how E. radiophilus, good name, could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with Europa radiophilus, perhaps a virus? We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to Europa radiophilus to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus, which we have named unknown Europa virus (UEV). Gel electrophoresis image attached. You can tell I'm not a scientist, y'all. This is phenomenal. You need to sequence this. We finished sequencing it. Data attached. It is a virus unlike any we have ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for senescence, a form of biological immortality. We are running some long-term tests in plants and mice to see the effects. So this is what we're talking about in the other tablet that we had. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going on to human testing. We are going to use ourselves as subjects. It's the only way to accelerate the process. Alright. Interesting. Let me quickly look at the settings here. Is there a way? Doesn't look at controls. Nope, so I don't know why some of it seems a little bit lower quality, which is a tiny bit frustrating, and I'm guessing that's either an engagement or a wedding ring of some sort. I'm guessing wedding. Damn, okay. Mikhail. Yeah, we've not checked this one. Oh, he is quite the painter. Got syringes. We've got... I thought this had a label on it. It didn't. No, it does. Morphine. Where the hell did the label go? We pick up the bottle and the label disappears? Alright. I mean, maybe it's just to see what's in it clearer. I don't know. Got paints for easel. Nothing under there. Medikit. Another syringe. So he is indeed our doctor. Cute doggy! Computer doesn't turn on, but we have this. The whole team Apologies, I'm diving right in when I should say it's a journal. March 6th, 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I'm concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I'm reporting to ISA. March 7th. I reported a nauseous incident to ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I'm going to experiment with some shock therapy. March 8th. I've discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I've contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. 9th. The ISA have reported back informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. I am continuing to investigate. March 11th. I've been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural-connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. March 16th. I've established a definite correlation. My apologies for my lack of speaking ability. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I use my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. March 26th. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I'm going to attempt an excision. I'm going to remove this implant. Wait, but it's implanted in his... Oh yeah, that is not going to go well. April 4th. I'm typing with my left hand now. It went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently I am a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. April 6th. Dan informed me that the ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am a danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. Okay, let me take a drink here. April 7th. I have discovered the nature of the implant. It is a complex computer that interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with the motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its impact, perhaps a drug, really Zoli. Okay, so that is what I wanted to know about. Maybe an antidepressant to minimise the conditioning effects, combined with a strong electromagnetic field. I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. April 8th. I've managed to get Chris on my side. He's agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It'll be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I'm hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he'll still be listening. Okay, this story is going in a different place than I thought it would be, and I am completely here for this. I am intrigued. Got some more here. Wait, is this where it came from? Yeah. Alright.